In this video, we are going to understand how to auto-generate document summary using ChatGPT. So let's say that you have got a spreadsheet. Here we have taken the example of a Google Sheet. So every time a new row is added, let's say a paragraph has been added. Now what you want that with the help of ChatGPT, which is a chatbot of OpenAI, you want to generate the summary of this paragraph. And then you want to first create a Google document and then append the paragraph, the summarized paragraph there in the Google Doc. Now, how can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the three applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here our trigger application will be Google Sheets and our action application initially will be ChatGPT and then Google Docs. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let's begin. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in. So as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And as we do that, here we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side, we can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. And a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here, what is my objective? That I have got certain paragraphs and I want to summarize them using ChatGPT. So I'm going to name it as auto generate document summary using ChatGPT. Let's click on create. So as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger this, when this happens, action says do this. Basically action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be Google Sheets where I have the data. And the trigger event here would be new or updated spreadsheet row. Here we can see that we have received a webhook URL. So this is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets so that Pabbly Connect can actually collect the information. Now I'm going to copy this and then we have to follow the following help desk. So please read this carefully. Let me show you what exactly do we have to do. So here we can see I have got a spreadsheet, the name is document summary. Then here I have got a sheet, the name is sheet 1. Here I have got two column fields, paragraph title and content. Now here I also have a title and the content. Now I have to integrate this particular spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. To do that, we are going to go to extensions, add-ons, get add-ons. And here we have reached Google Workspace Marketplace. So let's look for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Here it is. And you can see that this has already been installed on my system. So I'm going to close this. And once you have installed this, do not forget to refresh the page. This is absolutely important. And once we have done that, we are going to go back to extensions. And as we do that, you would be able to see Pabbly Connect webhooks. Let's go to initial setup. Now here you can see that the system has already selected the sheet. And here we have to paste this webhook URL that we had just received. I'm going to copy this once again and paste this over here. Next is the trigger column. So this is the final data column where the data is added. Now in this particular sheet, the final data column is column B. So I'm going to write B here and then click on submit. So as I do that, here we can see that the configuration is all set. Let's click on send test. And as we do that, here we can see that our test data has been sent successfully. Let's close the same. And now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response. And yes, we have received the same. So this here is the trigger column. Then we have the name of the spreadsheet, ID, sheet name, sheet ID. Then we have the row index, paragraph title, and here we have the content. Now we want that every time a new row is added in my Google Sheet, then automatically I should receive the data here in Pabbly Connect. To make sure that it happens, we have to go to extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here you can see send on event and a right tick mark right in front. So you have to just click on this so that this check mark appears in front. This tick mark ensures that the data is going to be received by Pabbly Connect. So once this is done, now what is my next objective? With the help of ChatGPT, I want to summarize this paragraph. So I'm going to click here and here I'm going to look for ChatGPT. Let's click on this. And what is the action event? Ask ChatGPT. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the ChatGPT account. So I'm going to click on add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need a token. So for this API key, first we have to log into our OpenAI account and then we have to click on this hyperlink. So I've already logged into my OpenAI account and I'm going to click on this hyperlink here. So here you can see that we can create a new secret key. Let's click on this and here I'm going to name this test key 1. Let's click on secret key and yes, the API key has been generated. Let's copy the same, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. And here we can see ChatGPT and Pabbly Connect are now connected. Now we have to select the AI model. So here we have got two options, GPT 3.5 Turbo and GPT 3.5 Turbo 0301. Now this one is the latest, so I'm going to go ahead with this. Next is the prompt. So prompt is basically instruction that we provide to ChatGPT to get the desired result. So here I'm going to write the summary of the following paragraph. Okay, and then I'm going to add the paragraph, and for this I'm going to map the information. How? So you can see the previous step here and here is the content, right? So now the method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. And once this is done, so I'm going to click on save and send test request, and here you can see that we have received the response. So this here is the content, the summarized part, and yes, here it is. Okay, so this is the summary that we have just received. So this basically means that our integration till here is a success. Now what do I want to do? I want to create a document and then append this particular paragraph there. So I'm going to add another action step here, and this time the application here will be Google Doc. So let's click on this. And first of all, I'm going to create a blank document. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Docs account. I'm going to click on add new connection, sign in with Google. Here we have to choose the account. So once this is done, here Pabbly Connect wants to access my Google account. So I'm going to click on allow. And as we do that, here we can see that the authorization has been successful. So let's go down, and here first of all we have to map the name of the document. So I'm going to click on this, go to step 1, and this here is the paragraph title. So I'm going to create a document with the same name. So now let's click on save and send test request. And as I do that, here we have received the response. Let me take you to my Google Docs account, and you can see a blank document has been created with the same title. Now taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here what I'm going to do is I'm going to append the content that we have just received earlier. So I'm going to choose Google Docs once again. Here it is. And the action event this time will be to append the paragraph. So here it is. Let's click on connect. So I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection here and the document. So in the previous step here, if you will see, we have received the document ID. Let me show you the same. So this here is the document ID that we have just received. So what I'm going to do is, instead of writing the name, I'm going to map the document's ID. So first of all, I'm going to toggle this towards the right so that the mapping thing can get on. And now I'm going to delete this, go to step 3, and as I take you down, so here is the document ID. Next is the text that I need to insert. So first of all, I'm going to add the title. So I'm going to go to step 1. This here is the title. Then I'm going to give space. Go to step 2. And then I'm going to take this content. So this here is the document summary. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here we can see that, yes. So you can see this is the title and this is the summary. So we have received our information. Now there are certain things that you can do. So you can share the link of this particular document there in the Google Sheet, or you can just let it be like this. So I hope this is absolutely clear to you. Now what are we going to do? We are going to show you the same in real time. So let's go back to our Google Sheet, and here I'm going to add another title. So here you can see that I have added new information. So this time the title is Era of Technology and the paragraph is here. Now as soon as I have entered this, then what should happen? Automatically first a document should be created with this particular name, and then the summary of that particular document should be added in that particular doc. So let me take you to Google Doc now, and I'm going to go back. So yes, here you can see Era of Technology. So this is the document that hasn't been created. This here is the title, and then we have the summary. So this basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is Google Sheets, where the event is new or updated spreadsheet row. Then our first action application is ChatGPT, where we have created or generated the summary of the document. And then our action application was Google Docs, where we had first created a blank document and then appended a paragraph to the document. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.